Hey, what's going on, styrene junkies? Welcome back to Time Machine Scale Models. Got some updates for you on the Roadrunner group build, and I've got some shop cards. Seems to be lately every day, just about every day I get a shop card, which is super cool. So let's get to those shop cards and then we'll talk about the update on the Roadrunner. Alright, the first shop card I got comes from our friend DDB over at Model Cars. DDB is pretty new to the scene. He's got a new channel. He does some awesome stuff. I love this shop card, GT350. I have one that's a stalled build that's on the shelf right now, and I will get back to it. Although it's not white and blue, it's maroon and gold. This reminds me that after all the chaos of all these group builds, I should really get back to that car. DD, thank you for the shop card, and thank you for the words on the back, my friend. And as usual, guys, links will be in the description to these channels. Go check out his channel. Show him some community support, will you? Alright, the next one needs no introduction, but he's going to get some anyway. Jamie G, Scale Model Garage. Everybody knows Jamie G. Awesome builder, awesome guy. Love this 41 Willys on this card, man. Knowing that I'm going to start the 41 Willys for the Fat Fender Spins and Chrome group build next week just gets me fired up. I'm looking at this. I've seen Jamie's card circulating around. Obviously, I'm just getting one myself from Jamie, but man, this fires me up. Gets me looking forward to starting that 41 of mine. So if you don't know who Jamie G is, get on over his channel, guys. Got some awesome stuff over there. Jamie, thank you for the shop card. Thank you for the kind words on the back. I appreciate it very much. Alright, let's get to these updates. So, been pretty productive. Things are going well. As you can see, there's some color on the Roadrunner. I've got it wet sanded to about 4,000, I think I went to. And I think that's all I'm going to take it. I'm not going to take it all the way up to 12,000. I think once I clear it and everything, it's going to be the finish that I want. And it's going to be looking good. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to apply the hood decal, the hood stripe tomorrow. And then get ready to clear coat it. But I don't think it came out too bad. I'll show you what I did since I had to strip it. Since this came out of the purple pond. Oh, and by the way, I had to use some easy off as well. I went and I took out those gnarly and out of place battery cable wires there. Can you see that? They're not there anymore. Cleaned it up a little bit. And yeah, it looks a lot better. I'm going to add my own battery cable, so they don't need to be there. And again, I used my Dremel stylo. Boy, in about 15 minutes, the other day when I talked about doing that, in about 15 minutes I had all that out of there and that all smoothed out and everything. It's not perfect. It's not perfect, but it'll do. So let me show you the interior, guys. So this is what I've done. Let's take a look at this. Pistol grip shifter is painted with the Model Master wood color. Use the Automotive pen to do all the trim work in there and the window handles. Don't think it came out too bad. So as you recall, I sprayed acrylic, berry wine acrylic through my airbrush. Thinned it out with plain water, sprayed it on. And then it was looking too flat. You can see the rear package shelf. It's kind of flat, right? Well, I want that flat. But the seats were looking a little flat, and that's not the luster, I guess you could say, that I was looking for. I did not want them flat like that because flat to me depicts fabric. These are supposed to be vinyl or leather, and you can see the varying tones in there, which is a good thing. And I wanted to bring those out a little bit, but I did not want them to look flat. So what I did was I used matte fluid medium. Now, I use this, last year I bought this because I had a picture of my in-laws' barn. And I put that on a plaque. And what I did was I used this over that so it would look more like a painting. And it gave it like a matte coat. Actually, I made a clock is what I did. It was a clock that I made. And this came out really, really good and made it look like a kind of almost like a painting instead of just a glossy picture. And so I had this and I figured, well, I'm going to use this instead of trying to spray a semi-gloss clear on there. This is good. This will work with the acrylics, obviously, because it's acrylic. And next time what I think I can do is I can actually mix this in with the acrylic, and it'll do the same thing instead of having to brush this over the top. So this is some good stuff, guys. And it comes in flat, matte, and gloss too, if you've never used it. So yeah, I don't think it came out too bad. And let me stick this up in here and let's take a look at the color. Because remember, I was concerned about how they would pair. And, you know, obviously it's not going to be perfectly lined up in there. The windows are not in there. Let me get this up in there in the pegs. All right. I do not think that that looks too bad, guys. What do you think? I think it looks all right. I think it's pretty passable. You may comment your opinion below, but I think it's pretty good. The other thing that I did was, remember, trying to get these bumpers to fit. This is a rear bumper. And I smoothed it out a little bit. I took all the bumper bolts out of it. And the bumper had a body line. Look at yours. If you're building this kit, look at your rear bumper. And you'll see that there's a body line right here. So this is bumped out a little bit more. So what I did was I cleaned that off. I took that out and I smoothed it and I made it all one, right? Both sides. And now when I put this on, remember I said it was sticking out too far? Well, I thinned it down on the sides. You can see I thinned it down on the sides. And now it fits on there. So I can actually center this and it doesn't protrude like an eyesore. It actually looks pretty good. And you know what? I have to give credit to Mark Batson. I was watching his video where he modified the bumper. He had to do little filler pieces for the taillights and then the battery hole here. Battery hole, yeah. Whatever you call it. The license plate hole. I swear. I'm not going to edit this either, so whatever. So he had to put filler pieces in here. And he was talking about the sides, taking out the body line, and I was like, you know what? I wonder if that would work for me. If I did that, it would smooth it out. It wouldn't be protruding as much, and this would be a whole lot thinner, right? So I did it, and I'm telling you, it's going to work. It's going to work really, really good, as opposed to having to slice and dice this thing and maybe screwing it up. Because like I said, I'm not going to be able to get another bumper. You know what I mean? Without buying another kit. So I really didn't want to slice and dice this thing. So that was the alternative, and I think it's going to work out pretty good. The front bumper is also cleaned up. Now, looking at the bumper on the box, you can see on the front bumper it has these bumperettes or whatever. On the real car, I believe that they're black rubber, if I'm not mistaken. Correct me if I'm wrong. But I took those out. Took the bumper bolts out of it, the mounting bolts, and just cleaned it up. Same thing. And I think it looks a whole lot better. Right? Can you see that? Goodness gracious. Let me turn this light off maybe. I hope you're able to see the rear bumper this whole time. I wasn't really looking. I was looking at the piece and not the camera. So I think it looks pretty good. So tomorrow I'll probably spray those gloss black and get ready to use the Alclad. Speaking of Alclad, okay, it's going to be my first time using the Alclad Chrome. And I hear lots of people with varying opinions and varying techniques. Now I know to spray it on in light coats. However, one of the things I have a question about is what air pressure? I've heard 18, I've heard 15, I've heard 10. So what air pressure have you found to be the best when spraying Alclad Chrome? Let me know in the comment section. Alright guys, I think that is about it for updates. I don't think I'm forgetting anything. But yeah, I'm going to keep working on this till the end of the week. And then we're going to get as far as we can because Lucas C. and Mark Batson doesn't want us to do our reveal videos. I doubt I'll be done by the end of this week. But there's probably not going to be too many more updates on this car after I get it clear coated. That's for sure. Because then it's all pretty much assembly work. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Happy modeling.